Oh shit. Hello everybody. My name is Mass Rasmussen. Mass Rasmussen. It haven't always been that way. My name was Mass Fensborg. That's Fensburg. If you look that up, my old name, that's my birth name. I don't care anymore. See, there you can see there's literally uh, you can get my music at some .com shit. I'm telling you because I noticed that Luther Lauren was live last night, and there was a lot of people live. Tommy was live. Was it Doc that went live? No, it was Tommy again. Oh, no, that can't be. Not Tommy again times two or what? I don't know. I just know I fuck with Tommy and I fuck with Doc. I don't know when they will throw me all out of this live here. I don't know. I can't see shit. Can't even see myself. Uh, there's no cars. It's like it is Sunday, man. It is Sunday. What the fuck? What the fuck? See, this is steaming hours for you guys, and it's 1 o'clock. Demon hours, Saturday night, 1 o'clock. Yeah, you're young. Many of you. You want to go out there, do the hustle. Do the hustle. Yeah, yeah. Do the mashed potatoes. Oh, I have fun when there's zero SWAT people here. You see, that's what I like about me. That is all about me, 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 me. You know, no. I sometimes get kind of insane of, you know, because there's this rule, and I won't go home before my bender is over. I won't. But, you can go out because they make the rules. I just come from there, but I have something here. So I just have to close so nobody sees my stash. Oh, here we are. Got to go into the bushes. There we are. Yeah, yeah. Gotta keep it in. Oh, they would love that tin foil. No, it's not like that. It's just so I can have. See, I don't go home to. How can I explain this? I don't. I don't live at my place because it's cheap. I don't smoke weed because it's illegal. I smoke it because I got pain. They don't know what it is to have a broken back, so I think they should shut the fuck up. Listen to me for once. I'm not. I love these people I'm talking about. But you know me, when I say shut the fuck up, I don't mean it like that. We have a problem because, you see, when you live 12 men together, I'm not saying we live like together, but in the same apartment uh, arrangement, See, you live a place where, because in Denmark, a man can't be in crisis over a woman. You see, there is this rule, unwritten rule, that men cannot be in crisis over a lady. A man just can't. It's weird. I do think they're a little longer when it comes down to that in the United States. We have men who have been thrown out like me. It's not what we call physical violence, but it's psychological violence. But it is violence. And you see, people I know in the United States, they all have kids and shit like that. I know the smoking is not good on camera. So why? Sorry. No, it's not because I want to do something layout. Oh, is it that way I do it? Oh, now I know. Now I know. Wasn't that hard, wasn't it? Was it? You know, but don't. There's no people here anyway, so I don't know why should I pin the link. Why? 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 you know, Used to spend my nights in a bar room. Liquor was the only friend I ever loved. But you rescued me from the bottom. And honey, I stayed far from being too far gone. You're smooth. I love when I have a sore throat, when I sing. But you gotta, I can't just do it here, like standing and just perform. See, when I'm performing, maybe I'll go home on this stream, show you what I got, what I work on. I have all my pedals. I don't work on them right now and I should, because um, there's something with that Tennessee whiskey. But see, they want me to play live. And I have all this loop pedals to do it. But what I really want to talk about, let's talk about it. Eve, motherfucking, I don't know who the fuck you are. If you're the black woman who's have who's called Eve James, is that you? I don't hope so. Because I never ever talk bad about you. I laughed when people banged on you because they don't know you. Of course, you laugh when your friends are funny. You see, you did some fuck shit, and now you're calling me names. What the flying fuck? Why would you do that? Why? I know there's several people here, and you're probably gonna make fun of that. Hey, I don't pronounce when I'm going live. Announce, sorry, and I don't pronounce it either. Before that, I don't announce when I go live at all. I don't make thumbnails. I don't. I don't. This is not my job. This is not even my hobby, to be honest with you. My hobby is painting. This is like a side. I must admit, once I was in a jam because my ex-wife, ex fiance, we were like man and wife. Let me be honest. So like a very unhealthy relationship. You know, she decided what the money was going to, and even though they were living to, I got nothing against kids. I got nothing against teenagers. I love Stefan. I can't love Nicholas because he don't love me back. I think Stefan, he's thinking about the times we had when we were in Copenhagen together. I love that little son of a bitch. I really literally love that little boy, man. And he grew up to be. He's growing up. He grew up. He is growing up he's just showing people, hey, yeah, I got leukemia, so what the fuck? So, Eve, have you stayed by your child that wasn't even yours? Have you stayed by a child just because of the love for the woman you had, and then you started loving the child, and then the child became, suddenly he called you dad. He would call you mom, of course, or she would call you mom. I know you have 9 kids or something like that. But you see, my wife or my ex, she had to put everything aside because she actually have a lot of kids, but she's like what I would call too good of a parent because she was thinking, I can't give because she got a boy who got meningitis in a very, very, very young age. And you see, she's doing it on her own. She's doing it great. That I'll give her. She did a great job with her kids. Nobody can take that away from her, and I'm not trying to. And everybody who's saying differently, they should go fuck themselves. You see, even though we don't see eye to eye on many things, I know one thing: we see eye to eye when it comes to our kids. I'm men that should pay. They should have been paying before, and they should have gotten jobs before shit. And that's just my opinion. That's just a what do you call it? That's just something you have from your home. Should you be yelled at because of your upbringing? No, I don't think so. And she never did actually. She said she loved my mom. I don't know if that's true, but I think it was when she was like dying. My ex was a wonderful human being there. You have heard me talk a lot of shit about her. I'm not gonna talk shit about her anymore. You see, I come to this conclusion that she'd probably have a man that loves her quite a lot right now, and I won't like. How can I explain this in a good way? You see, if she is If she's on, and she must be, because I hope she is, because um, she would need that attention more than I do. I don't need attention from a woman to get full, you know, uh, but I think she needs a man in her life because she likes that that shitty. Even though her relationship has been shitty all the way, and she's been married to assholes and shit like that, I think she can meet the right one because she's a lovely lady in many ways. She does too good a mom. She's giving too much. Uh, but you see the youngest and the big one. He's an okay guy too. I have nothing against him, but let me be honest. The way he removed me, the gift I give that little motherfucker. You know, if I still was drinking, I would say, stay the fuck away, long away from me, because I don't know what I would do if I were drinking. And I'm not drinking, so everybody relax. But what I mean is, when I was drinking, I was even hitting my brother because I didn't recognize him. I was kicking ass just for kicking ass' sake. When those said I would smack him around like the junkie he is. I was thinking back and I was thinking, who smacked me around like a junkie? Ever? Ever? Yeah, there have been some big motherfuckers in my life who've the fuck kicked my ass, but they didn't smack me around like a junkie. It's a CBD oil. They want to make that illegal in there because it looks like hash now. It looks like joints when you smoke it, and it's easy for smokers to smoke because they're used to it. How can you make something that's legal illegal? I know it's illegal to drink, but being an alcoholic, that's another thing. Man, it's funny when there's nobody showing up. Then you know you're not popular within your. Yeah, I'm like popular when it comes to YouTube on the demon hours when they're not going to sleep yet. If he lost totally his nerves to get up here because of Snookins, and if you shouldn't be that offended, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It's nothing else. It's just they just have not the same opinion as you. It is what it is, man. You see, a lot is, people say, Mass, man, you fat. Yeah, so what? Tell me, so what? You see, my pain is I couldn't even get up of bed. Um, then you get some THC and some fucking CBD. You feel better instantly. Not in your lungs, I'm not saying that, but in your back. And your back is killing you. Do you know the feeling if you got the fuck? It can't be called that. Uh, bone craziness. It can't be called that. It's called knogleskørhed in Danish. That's literally if you translate it exact from Danish to English totally, like literally, it would be crazy bones. Isn't that a rapper? Lazy Bone. That's a rapper. I don't know if there was a Crazy Bones and Bone Thugs and Harmony. I don't even think they're that old school. But then I saw them dance with Booyah Tribe and shit. You know what the fuck? Like Big Cass, he was in there for a minute. Many people say he's a liar because of the all his records, all his gold records and silver records and shit. Are like they say it's records he bought. Why the fuck would he buy his own? I don't understand that. Sorry. You see, I love when nobody's coming around. Then I can shoot my shit. Cause Eve, when you're telling people that I'm an addict, and the way you're telling it is like that I'm a full blown addict that's literally living and breathing for what you're talking about, and that's a lie. That's a big, huge lie. Am I medicated to an extent? Yeah. Do you know what is wrong with me? Do you know I broke my back like a year, a little more, like almost 2 years ago, and I haven't been, trained yet because of COVID. I don't even talk. I actually talked good about you once. You were doing Carlos. He was like a little child when he was doing an interview with you. It was like you were a star. You're not a star. You don't even know what it feels to be a star. An actress or a singer or something? Have you ever stayed? You know, if you are standing in front of an audience, just let's just say it's 300 every time. That's on the low, but no, it's not. It's not quite a good number. Let's say you're touring Denmark. That's a very small country, but it got some size to it. It's not that small. Then you go from one you know one end of the and on Denmark to the other end. You know, it takes about 12, 13, 14 hours, and you get there. No, 8 hours or something. It's like something like that. I'm talking about going to Bornholm. Bornholm. But what I mean is, it's literally crazy, people, they want to be fucked. Yeah, but a motherfucker who's like, don't care about being called all this shit you call me. I don't care, man, about you. I care about Doc. I care about Tommy. I care about Suan. I care about Crown Key. I care about all the good people, Tabar, Sage, all the good people, you know. I forget a hell of a lot. I know that DC and all that. I forget that, but they know I hold them in high regards. DC 33 has always been fucking with me. And that man, that I got respect for. You see, It's funny you go to bed that early, man, in the United States. We wouldn't, normally I would go to bed around, what's the time over there now? Man, it's only like 2 o'clock. I don't get that. That's all your fucking curfew shit. That makes you that makes you sleep earlier. No, I'm making fun of you. But I remember when I was in the United States the first time. I think it was in '84. Remember, I wasn't that old. Then a guy he told me we gotta hit home. I said why? It's only 11 o'clock, and he said yeah, it's curfew. I said what? What? Yeah, we need to go home because we can't stay. It's illegal to be a minor and stay in town. I said what? What the fuck are you telling me? I said, his name was Ulrich. He was not from the United States. He was actually from Denmark, but he has been living there for like 3 years. And he told me you can't just stay out at your age. You're like fucking, you're under 15, you know. You have to be home at 11 o'clock the latest. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was going home, and I remember, I and this is not, you can take this to the bank. Listen here. There was this, I lived in this apartment complex where in Nashville, where there was this guy called Yan. He was like the what can I call it? He was like the he owned the complex. He bought it, so he lived there for free. He had some money. He was like an English professor on the Nashville University. But he went to the fucking drugstore and said, if I couldn't buy cigarettes and beers, he wouldn't get any of his fucking, who lived at his apartments to go to his kiosk anymore, his drugstore. Call it what you want. But the funny shit was he took it so serious that he had me allowing me to buy beers. And people were like, can you buy beers? And I was like, yeah, I can. But then he found out when I was buying beers to like a lot of people. But yeah, and he made me that I was there for like a year. This year where I lived with him, no, not a year, some month. Um, and when I lived at his place, I could buy all the cigarettes I want. Back then it's not that easy to buy cigarettes. Then all the fake IDs and all that shit came. It is what it is. Oh, we bought one, but I was too young, so it looked stupid. If this thing, I was 21. But the girls, they were like 15, 16, and they had the 21. They were getting in because, girls, they look older quite a lot. And when they get, I remember Josephine, that was the girl I lived with. That was my old girlfriend. I lived at her place. And I said, where the fuck are you going? I'm going to this concert. You want to go? I said, they won't let me in, man. You know that. And she said, yeah, I know. But I was a B-boy, so I had all the freaking fucking time in the world to be with a crew I was with. That was where I made the Jam Brothers. Uh, that was the American fraction of it. Literally, the truth is Danish Jam Brothers. We danced for a lot of upcoming and now very known, famous bands. We danced for them, when they were upcoming. Now we're so fat we can't dance for them anymore. Look at me. See me now being a b-boy. Oh shit, I would hurt myself. Maybe I would have a broken back more. It's looking like there's coming some summer to like the city today. It's literally here where buses from Ukraine is coming, where I'm sitting. Actually, there have been all not this morning. Yesterday, I was sitting here in the morning hours, and suddenly there was this huge motherfucker off a fucking bus coming, and they were like all like so tired. And thank God they let me show you because I'm sure here. Uh, Here's this little bus station. You can see there's a park up there. They was lying up there sleeping, but where they had to sleep was like just here, in that building. Let's see if I can show you. I want to have a soda and a cigarettes there. Because it is kind of weird. It is kind of weird. Here's the oh shit, oh shit, this corroborate. You see, they got it all ready for them. There's the kitchen in there. I don't know if you can see it. No, you can't. I can't go in there because I have my foot operated. I just smashed it in. I need some band-aid, man. Fuck. See, people get all kind of shit here. Oh, it's just sad. That was kind of not a new jacket, but maybe for a guy for Ukraine, it would be a new jacket for sure. It was like a jacket, not an expensive jacket, but for them, not. I'm not saying they're like just saying, but for them, coming from a war zone, you know, then you can't take that much with you. You know what I mean with that? You know, my ex girl, whom I got this tattooed with, this T, it's a T. She got an M to match. I think she's saying to her daughter now that it's for Malou. M for Malou. She broke her back again. I don't know if she broke her back, but they're like, oh man, her back got infected. I'm so nervous for her, man. She's a beautiful woman. I hope she'll come up walking again like she used to. She's too beautiful just to disappear. So nothing. See, I'm long overdue my time here on YouTube. Um, it's sad that there's nobody here, because then I would like make. I'll go home, play Tennessee whiskey for you. You see, I could do so much if people just were coming around, but I found out that here is not. This is not my platform at all. You see, I'm a sensation on stage. That's my home. I'm not good. I'm good on film when there's like producers and shit. Me, I can't even copy and paste. You know what I mean? And it's not to be disrespectful or anything to any people. But listen here, that Eve girl, you are a. The reason why they call you a gorilla is not any racist comment towards you. They could call me gorilla, and they sometimes do, because I'm jumping all around and I'm so unpredictable, like you are. I can be unpredictable in situations like on stage and shit. You are unpredictable just for being unpredictable. That's a sickness. You don't even know me. You never talk to me. And then you can say, but nobody watches you. They don't give a fuck about you, like everybody would say. See, already, this is not my platform. I talk English. Can you hear that? Oh, that's my ex. She's calling me. Okay. Um, because she's saying I'm online. She's like, she's, she just wrote me she's home. I thought she was in the hospital. But she's getting so much. She's literally killing me. You know, that's a drug for animals. What the fuck? What did she write? I have to see this. I'm like, see, nobody was there anywhere. So, what I wanted to tell you was that Eve character calling me all these words. This girl, you want to know the whole story? This girl I have been married to. You know, we met each other on Skid Row, where she was like, you know, I'm actually describing how I met her in my life story. You gotta read my book when it comes out. If you're a reader, I don't know if you are, but you should because it's a very book with a lot of insight and a lot of knowledge and a lot of wisdom. You see, if you think you can't get wisdom living on the street, you are just as dumb as a fucking, you know, I don't know, like a T Rex that had like a brain like a fucking walnut, you know, a walnut looks kind of like a brain because it is like kind of a brain in a T Rex, you know. And I don't know. I remember Carlos when he had to do an interview with you. You were all like sitting, eating with your kids. Who the fuck don't eat with their kids? You see, my ex's kids weren't even mine. You know, they got more from me than they ever did from their real dads. That's the truth. Because I love them both. But when you don't get love back, when you just, sorry, when you're just sending love one way, and you have a depression, you know, where the fuck should you stay other than in your, where you, where said things is being like, is being, you know, checked out, you know, and that's where you sleep. I was even getting saying, give me a room, man. But when I got my small inheritance, I just got 100,000 out, and you know they could just take whatever the fuck they needed. I was never biased with anything. I was never controlling her like she controlled me, and she knows that. She knows that. She knows she calls me all the time. She can just see. I can just show her. Don't you think I've got all the the calling shit from CCB? Of course I do. I'm not stupid. I've been talking with the cops very aggressively because they did a very illegal act. They threw me out of an apartment without any reason at all whatsoever, other than a girl standing with people who had nothing to do with this. So you tell me, was that fixed? You see, people can turn on you like a motherfucker. The reason why I'm saying this about my wife is, listen here, she was literally about to be my wife. She fucked me over. She flipped from 1 second to another. So how can we sometimes trust anybody? That's why I like the new Doc and the new Tommy, the way they're doing it. They don't give a fuck who's coming up, where the fuck people are going. But you know, I guess the Grizz and people like them, they're like telling us where we can go and where we can't. Why? Why? Why tell you that? Why tell you that? You see, but you screwed me over, the person who did it, you know, because you know, I got a little, you know, I didn't know because it was Chris, and I thought, man, I'm alone. I'm not good alone, you know. When it comes down to, I'm good alone, but that's with my fists. When I got angry, I can't just yell. I don't live in a house. I live a place where there's seven, oh sorry, five other men with problems with fear. No, they all have, you know, one bit. They all had some motherfuckers who fucked it over. What the fuck? So you see, I'm used to this in real life. So this YouTube beef, quote unquote, don't don't at all make me angry. You can call me a junkie. Do you want to hear something, Eve? I was one. Wow. And you know what? I had a girlfriend. She was the lady of the night. Wow. But you know what we did when we were making a lot of money? And when we were balling, okay? When I got 300,000 out from the record company, it didn't happen a lot, but it happened one time or two. And I remember I fucked somebody over for a lot of money too, for a lot of drugs, actually. That was a lot of money nowadays. But you see, me talking about that now makes me free. Because I couldn't talk about that shit when I was together with my ex. She was all about family, all about that shit. I don't give a flying fuck about that shit. I give a fuck about my brothers. That's why I'm not drinking. I'm not doing drugs. I'm not doing any of that shit. Because I love my brothers to death. My real brothers. And I love people, good people, people who are trustful, people you can talk to, people who's not lying you up in your fucking face just because you're trying to be nice. Like there's this guy, I can't say what's happening, but his parents, I thank God, and I know how it is. He's like calling him and sending him flowers and doing all that shit. I don't want to do that shit. She's my old lady, was my old lady. She's not anymore. So fuck her, I would say. If it was one of my old guys, my dudes, I wouldn't go with the lady, never. Why should I? She wasn't my friend to start with. I always go with the motherfucker I knew for the longest, because you can't just, of course, if they don't like me anymore, that is what it is. But they still want to be friends with me. Not this guy. He's so afraid that he I don't know what you told him. Maybe that I eat kids like they say Hillary Clinton do. You see, there's nothing with me that's so harmful or anything. I don't hurt a fucking fly. If I have to, I do. But I didn't have to in this situation. I was just being thrown back and forth between, people. I was just thinking, what the fuck? I'm 50. Is this what I'm getting out of my 50 years of birthday? You see, now I can laugh at it. Now it's humor, but it's not humor when now they're saying here that they have a problem with me. So I don't know what it is, but it is something. So all you who's been turning in from the bushes, uh, see, I can see nobody is trying to help me with this. So I think I'm gonna do it in Danish. Because I have something I wanted to say to some people. Uh, and that thing is, I want to talk about addiction. I want to talk about um, not physical violence, but psychological violence. I want to talk about stuff I've learned here that I didn't know existed. And I mean, I love when if you hear those like speaking, and I'm not lying now. I'm literally not lying now. If you hear him speak, like, uh, like when he started YouTube, and you hear him speak now, it's like two different persons. Two different person. He's like totally different. I'm just going for the sun. And people, the reason why I'm not disrespecting anybody and saying, come here, I'm going to do this in Danish. It's nothing to do with that. It got something to do with that I got a message. Um, and I have on Facebook, I have, oh, I think it's 3,500 or something. No, it's not. It's 3,200 or something subscribers to my Facebook. And that's not only, you see, you can't have 3,100 and something. I think it's 95, something, 96. I just checked it actually because I was thinking, man, I do have that platform where I can like shoot the shit. But there are some people here in this world that will literally want to have to take this out, but they're like from other sides of the walks of life. So it is what it is. This will be my last live for like many, many moons because I don't want to pay. Let's say I was good at this shit and I was like up for it and down with it and shit like that. I would, of course, have used money to pay for this shit, but I don't think it's that funny. And I mean, I love when they say that shit. I mean, I'm gonna piss now. I don't know, I'm not, but I'm. No, I'm actually gonna say goodbye because I don't have any body and I don't have any power on my fucking phone. So, peace, everybody. It was nice to see you. Have a wonderful day. Peace.